Speed in Shadows Chapter 1. The city of Neon Heights was alive with the hum of engines and the glow of streetlights. It was a place where speed ruled and shadows danced in the alleys. Tonight, the stakes were higher than ever for a team of elite drivers and tech experts, known only by their street names: Blaze, Viper, Ghost, and Tech. Blaze, the fearless leader, revved his custom-built muscle car, feeling the raw power beneath him. His eyes scanned the convoy ahead, a heavily guarded transport carrying a priceless artifact. "All right, team, this is it. We hit hard, we hit fast, and we get out clean," he said, his voice crackling through the comms. Viper, the team's ace driver, grinned as she tightened her gloves. "Ready to dance, Blaze? Let's show them what we've got." Ghost, the stealth expert, was already in position, his sleek bike hidden in the shadows. "I've got eyes on the convoy. Security's tight, but nothing we can't handle." Tech, the genius hacker, was in the mobile command center, fingers flying over the keyboard. "Jamming their signals now. You've got a 5-minute window before they realize what's happening." The convoy moved through the city streets, unaware of the storm about to hit them. Blaze signaled, and the team sprang into action. Viper's car roared to life, cutting off the lead vehicle with a precision drift. Blaze followed, his car a blur of speed and power, ramming the second vehicle off the road. Ghost weaved through the chaos, his bike a silent predator. He launched a grappling hook, latching onto the transport truck. With a swift motion, he was on top, cutting through the roof with a plasma torch. Inside the truck, armed guards scrambled, but they were no match for Ghost's agility and combat skills. He dispatched them with ease, securing the artifact. "Package secured. Moving out," he reported. Blaze and Viper kept the convoy's remaining vehicles at bay, their driving skills unmatched. Tech's voice crackled through the comms, "You've got company. Reinforcements inbound." Blaze grinned. "Time to go loud. Viper, you ready?" "Always," she replied, hitting a button on her dashboard. Her car's hidden weapons deployed, unleashing a barrage of firepower that sent the pursuing vehicles into disarray. Ghost secured the artifact in a specially designed case and leaped back onto his bike. "I'm clear. Heading to the rendezvous." Blaze and Viper executed a perfect maneuver, switching positions to cover Ghost's escape. The convoy was in shambles, and the team was in the clear. They sped through the city, leaving chaos in their wake. As they regrouped at their hideout, Blaze looked at the artifact, a sense of triumph in his eyes. "We did it. But this is just the beginning. We've made some powerful enemies tonight." Viper nodded, her expression serious. "We'll be ready for them. Whatever comes next, we'll face it together." Ghost and Tech joined them, the team united by their shared victory. In the world of speed and shadows, they were unstoppable. The hideout was a converted warehouse on the outskirts of Neon Heights, filled with high-tech equipment and the team's custom vehicles. The adrenaline from the heist still coursed through their veins as they gathered around the artifact, a gleaming relic of ancient design. Blaze placed the artifact on the table, its intricate carvings catching the light. "We did it, but we need to stay sharp. We've made some powerful enemies tonight." Viper leaned against her car, her eyes scanning the room. "What's the plan, Blaze? We can't just sit here and wait for them to come to us." Tech, still at his computer, pulled up a series of encrypted files. "I've been digging into the convoy's security protocols. It looks like the artifact belongs to a crime lord named Viktor Drakov. He's not going to take this lightly." Ghost, ever the silent observer, spoke up. "We need to move. Staying in one place makes us vulnerable." Blaze nodded. "Agreed. Tech, can you find us a safe house?" Tech's fingers flew over the keyboard. Already on it. There's an old racing garage on the other side of the city. It should be off the grid. As they prepared to leave, Blaze's phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen and frowned. It's an old friend. Says he has information on Drakov. Blaze's contact was waiting, a grizzled man with a scar running down his cheek. Blaze, it's been a while. Too long, Marcus, Blaze replied, shaking his hand. What do you have for us? Marcus glanced around nervously. Drakov's not just a crime lord. He's got connections in high places. He's been using the artifact to broker deals with some very dangerous people. Viper crossed her arms. So, what do we do? Marcus handed Blaze a flash drive. This has everything you need to know about Drakov's operations. But be careful. He's got eyes everywhere. Blaze nodded. Thanks, Marcus. We owe you one. As they drove back to the new safe house, Blaze plugged the flash drive into Tech's computer. The screen lit up with a web of connections, revealing the extent of Drakov's empire. This is bigger than we thought, Tech said, his eyes wide. Drakov's got his hands in everything from illegal racing to arms smuggling. Blaze clenched his fists. Then we take him down. One piece at a time. The team settled into the new safe house, their minds racing with plans and possibilities. They knew the road ahead would be dangerous, but they were ready for whatever came next. The new safe house, an old racing garage, was a haven for the team. The walls were lined with tools and spare parts, and the air smelled of oil and rubber. It was a place where they could regroup and plan their next move against Viktor Drakov. Blaze stood at the center of the room, the flash drive's information displayed on a large screen. Drakov's got his fingers in a lot of pies. We need allies if we're going to take him down. Viper nodded, her eyes scanning the data. I know someone who might help. An old racer turned mechanic. He runs a shop in the underground circuit. Ghost, leaning against his bike, spoke up. We need all the help we can get. Let's pay him a visit. Tech, still at his computer, pulled up a map. I've got the location. It's a bit of a drive, but we can make it. The team geared up and hit the road, their cars roaring through the city streets. The underground racing circuit was a hidden world, a place where only the best dared to compete. They arrived at a nondescript garage, the sound of engines and the smell of burning rubber filling the air. Blaze led the way inside, where they were greeted by a burly man with grease-stained hands. Blaze, it's been a while, the man said, wiping his hands on a rag. Good to see you, Max, Blaze replied, shaking his hand. We need your help. Max raised an eyebrow. What's the job? Blaze explained their situation, detailing Drakov's operations and their plan to take him down. Max listened intently, nodding as he took it all in. You've got guts, I'll give you that, Max said. But taking down Drakov won't be easy. He's got the best drivers and the best tech money can buy. Viper stepped forward. That's why we need you. Your skills, your connections. We can't do this alone. Max scratched his chin, considering their offer. All right. I'll help. But you'll need more than just me. There's a race tonight. Win it, and you'll earn the respect of the underground circuit. Lose, and you're on your own. Blaze nodded. We'll win. What's the prize? Max grinned. A custom-built car, designed for speed and agility. It'll give you an edge in whatever comes next. The team spent the rest of the day preparing for the race. Blaze and Viper tuned their cars, while Ghost and Tech worked on strategy. As night fell, they headed to the underground circuit, a hidden track beneath the city. The atmosphere was electric, with neon lights and roaring engines. The crowd cheered as the racers lined up at the starting line. Blaze and Viper took their positions, their eyes focused on the track ahead. The signal flashed, and the race began. Blaze and Viper's cars shot forward, weaving through the competition with precision and skill. The track was filled with twists and turns, but they navigated it flawlessly, their teamwork and experience shining through. As they approached the final stretch, Blaze spotted a rival trying to force Viper off the track. He swerved, blocking the rival and giving Viper the opening she needed. She surged ahead, crossing the finish line in first place. The crowd erupted in cheers as Blaze and Viper pulled into the winner's circle. Max approached, a proud smile on his face. "You did it! You've earned the respect of the underground circuit." "And this," he said, handing Blaze the keys to the custom-built car. Blaze took the keys, a sense of triumph in his eyes. "Thanks, Max. We couldn't have done it without you." Max nodded. "Just remember, this is only the beginning. Drakov won't go down easy. But with the underground circuit behind you, you've got a fighting chance." The team returned to the safe house, their spirits high. They knew the road ahead would be tough, but they were ready for whatever came next. With new allies and a powerful new car, they were one step closer to taking down Viktor Drakov. The underground racing circuit was buzzing with excitement. Word had spread quickly about Blaze and Viper's victory, and the team was now a hot topic among the racers and spectators. The custom-built car they had won, a sleek machine with cutting-edge technology, stood as a testament to their skill and determination. Blaze and Viper were back at the safe house, fine-tuning their vehicles for the next challenge. Ghost and Tech were busy gathering intel on Drakov's operations, their focus unwavering. "Tonight's race is crucial," Blaze said, tightening a bolt on his engine. "We need to keep building our reputation and gather more allies." Viper nodded, her eyes sharp with determination. "We'll win. We have to." As night fell, the team headed back to the underground circuit. The atmosphere was electric, with neon lights casting a vibrant glow over the track. The crowd was larger than before, eager to see the newcomers in action. Blaze and Viper lined up at the starting line, their engines roaring. The competition was fierce, with some of the best drivers in the circuit ready to prove themselves. Among them was a racer known as Razor, a formidable opponent with a reputation for playing dirty. The signal flashed, and the race began. Blaze and Viper shot forward, their cars weaving through the pack with precision. The track was a maze of sharp turns and narrow straights, but they navigated it flawlessly, their teamwork and experience shining through. Razor, however, was determined to win at any cost. He rammed into Blaze's car, trying to force him off the track. Blaze held his ground, his eyes focused on the road ahead. "Viper, watch out for Razor. He's playing dirty.